This is Feed Your Mind. So Biden has officially confirmed the New World Order. It's like they're taking steps. So at first we saw, was it George Bush? I think he was the one that was saying at first, well, the most recent footage I can remember where a leader was, a presidential leader was saying something like that. I think it was George Bush Sr. And, but he was kind of saying like, it will come, soon, it's on the way. I believe that's what he was saying. And then now Biden pretty much confirmed it's happening right now. The New World Order, he is like saying I think he's pretty much saying it's live right now. And the thing is, he made the announcement on 3/22 because when that day came, I was kind of alert and like, okay, I wonder if something's gonna happen today. And then the day came and went, and I was like, oh, it doesn't look like anything happened too dramatic. But I kind of was just thinking that. And then the next day, I realized that when Biden had said that about the New World Order, I had realized that the day was 3/22. I didn't catch that at first. So when I realized that, I was like, okay, that was the sign for the day. That was a message to all the initiates and the people that know, the people in the know, and that was a message to them on a special day for them. And that 3/22 is, if you don't know, it has to do with a secret society that deals with skeletons. I'm not going to say their names. I'm not going to say the name of the organization right now, but they have to do with skeletons. That's their logo. And what do skeletons represent? I don't even got to say it. You know what skeletons represent. That's their group. That's the group of these people. That's just one fraction of the group. Now, I was listening to Tim Pool the other day because he, it sounded like he was kind of, he caught on to the whole 3/22 thing and the, the claim of the New World Order. So I just wanted to hear what this guy had to say. And he was saying fine. He was saying like, fine, okay. He doesn't want to admit that the conspiracy people were onto something. So he's just like, okay, fine. Look, there probably is something to that to a certain extent. He was saying stuff like, basically, it's probably being overblown. He's saying it's like, okay, there's probably a circle of rich people that get together and they have influence. There's lobbyists and, they probably have their little meetings and have influence over humanity in that aspect. But as far as them like being in robes, and he was just like, it doesn't go that deep, So I believe this. I don't know much about this Tim Pool guy. I haven't followed him or nothing, but I just caught this video. So I don't know about his history or who he is really, but he seems to be somebody that's just been like so against that type of information for so long that now that he caught this, he's thinking like, okay, well, there's probably something to it, but it's probably not what the conspiracy people were saying. But yeah, it is what the conspiracy people were saying. People are just so against what AJ was saying. If you know who that is, the guy that you can't even say his name anymore, really. AJ, put it together, first and last name. And basically that guy was, like people were just so against all the stuff he was trying to tell people. And even a lot of people today, they're like, on this side of the coin and, in the conspiracy world, a lot of people are saying like AJ is not like, he's like controlled opposition or whatever, but whatever, I don't know, like who knows? I don't really get into all that trying to point fingers and figure out who's like, what do they call like a shill and all. I don't really like who, if they're talking that talk, I'm going to listen to it. Like, I'm not going to be too judgmental. I just take the information I can get and take what I can so I can learn and figure out stuff. There's a lot of information everywhere. You got to be like a detective and be able to piece together all the information and put it together, no matter where it comes from. At sometimes, that's why sometimes people get kind of uncomfortable with some of the topics I might cover or the information, but it's like, I'm just catching information and whatever resonates, wherever the truth might lead, that's where I'm going. I'm going to try to piece it all together and make it make sense, So, I mean, whatever about AJ you think, I mean, he's been telling people about this secret group, and and then even before AJ, we just lost with Jordan Maxwell. That's another guy that, he has a lot of things he says that I'm sure a lot of people don't agree with, but there's some things he was saying that, you can kind of catch and say, wow, this is some serious stuff he's saying. So yeah, Maxwell Jordan had just passed. He just passed away, and well, that's what I'm hearing from the Truth Frequency. Chris and Gio, they were talking about it. So they said he's out of here. He's gone. So rest in peace, Jordan Maxwell. But yeah, he's been exposing these guys for a long time too. And said it's not just a group of rich people. No, this is a real serious deal. This is an ancient plan. If you look at the back of your dollar bill, you would have been known. Look, it says it right there, Novus Ordo Seclorum. So, I mean, if you don't know what that means, that's New Order Secular. But they flip words around, so it's really New Secular Order. And so what does secular mean? Well, first of all, Novus Ordo Seclorum, I believe, is I think it's a Latin phrase, and from what I've researched, and basically the Novus Ordo, you can tell right away that means new order. And then the secular, well, that's a Latin phrase. And in Christian Latin, secular means world, because that's what it literally means. I mean, because when they used the word secular in Latin, it was supposed to mean the world as opposed to the church, because that was during the time when the church had a lot of the influence. So when they said secular, I mean worldly, like outside of the church. So secular also can mean a long period of time, or as opposed to cyclical. So it'd be like secular would be more of a age, a generation, a long period of time. So it has lots of meanings. The word secular has lots of meanings that we must be aware of, and that's right on our dollar bill. So they've been claiming this New World Order, and it goes on before even the dollar bill, this whole plan. So this is an ancient plan that has been going on behind the scenes. So now we can see that they aren't concerned with their plan being realized in any one of their lifetimes. This plan has been going on for generations and generations and generations. So for Tim Pool to just dismiss it as no big deal, I mean, no, it is a big deal. We need to know, like, what is this group? This group is obviously working on something, a serious plan. They got a pyramid on top of that, on the dollar bill. That's like a foreign monument on a U.S. dollar bill. You wouldn't really think that would be on there. It's like, why would they have a foreign artifact, a foreign structure on a U.S. dollar, And then it says some weird stuff like that on top of that. So New Order, Novus Ordo Seclorum, and then Biden announced it on 3/22, and 3/22 is a secret organization that has to do with skeletons, and you know what skeletons have to do with. So look, this is a big deal. I mean, if he's saying that the time is now, then and it's already started, then we can definitely we have verification now. All the stuff we see going on has a lot to do with their plan. That means it has a lot to do with if you ask me, order out of chaos. And there's that word order again. So the way they get order is by, it's like they have something happen, and then people don't realize that a lot of times they're the ones that are behind what's happening. It's all a plan to create their order, because when something happens, they can take more power and control and move forward with their plans. So this is the time now, and a lot of things are happening with the dollar. A lot of things we're gonna break down a lot of stuff in the next few videos. I'm not even sure what channel I'm gonna put this information on. I might even start dropping this stuff on Feed Your Mind too, some of it. But I'll be coming back, and we're gonna be breaking down a lot of their plans and what's going on right now with the wars and the currency, everything, stuff I can't even really talk about without whatever. We're gonna figure out a way to talk about it anyway. So if you support this channel, I'm gonna leave a link in the comment section. Well, first of all, no, look, I'm gonna leave a link for this. You can check out Biden, what Biden said on 322. I'm gonna leave that link first, and then I'll also leave a link if you support this channel. You can. I'm accepting $1 donations. It really helps keep things going over here at Feed Your Mind. It's just like leaving your waiter a tip. I'm also gonna leave links to my other channels. I'm gonna be over at Feed Your Mind too, dropping a lot of information on different subjects. Also, I'll leave a link to my social media and plus much more. So please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Feed Your Mind, signing off.